Journaling is an outlet for processing emotions, increasing self-awareness. So we have artist Nicole Ray here to remind us the basics of journaling. And we have already had one lesson.
Yes.
The I am affirmations.
Yes, I am artist Nicole Ray. I'm a creative guide. I carry the Art of Daily Practice. So it's a collection of art journaling and affirmation practices to inspire one's creative spirit and connect them with their present self. Last month, we did go through one of the 8 foundational journaling practices of I am affirmation writing, and today we're going to I'm going to introduce you another practice.
Yeah, and this is something that you said, anytime you start to be thinking about going through any emotions or decisions, this is something that you might want to be going through.
Yes, I carry a collection of creative tools and lead workshops on the practices that I've been doing for the last 3.5 years to bring in inspiration, peace, confidence, to create space in my life to go towards my vision. Today we're going to be looking at another one of the 8 foundational journaling practices in my Practice With Me course, available online, and I lead workshops on that, and it's called guidance journaling. Guidance journaling cultivates the connection to your present self through the practice of asking for guidance. So all of us carry a collection of things that we're needing to make decisions on, choices that we need clarity, we need answers on. That can be your work, your home, your relationships, your own personal self. And the common kind of response now that we've got a lot of things going on is the words, I don't know. I just don't know what to do. And it could be that you don't want to actually look at that area of your life right now. That maybe you feel blocked by it, and again, you just have all of these things going on, and guidance journaling can help with that. We were just talking earlier about what is called your monkey mind. As I began to practice and teach yoga, I learned about your monkey mind, and in yoga, our intention is to still that part of our mind to bring in peace and confidence and then help trust ourselves. When I started teaching yoga, I began using the words, everything that you need is within you, and that's where this practice of guidance journaling unfolded for me. Guidance journaling is a tool for you to access the guidance, wisdom, and knowledge within you. You know what it is that you need, and you know you the best, okay?
Right.
It's common that when you have to make a decision on something, you may feel that worry, you may feel that stress, and then that kind of blocks where you're going to receive your guidance. So one of my kind of examples is envision you have a backpack on. When you have a lot of things in that backpack, you actually feel heaviness in your shoulders. If you actually feel tension and pain in your shoulders, often it's your body's way of communicating to you, hey, you're carrying something up in here and your body's trying to catch your attention. So today's practice is in a sense symbolic for us to kind of practice taking things out of that backpack and laying them down in front of you so you can create space to receive those answers, that guidance, and so on that you need. Okay?
Yeah, and I've been doing some reading too, and one of the things to go along with this is accepting that you're confused about it and allowing yourself then to receive those answers to what you want to ask.
Yes, and that's what I found is for at least myself, I don't like not knowing what it is that I need to do, and so even in my work, I'm constantly creating what it is that I need based upon kind of my own experiences, and so I'd found that this practice helps kind of ground me and bring peace and clarity, and it gives me permission to go towards some of my visions and so on. So today I'm going to kind of lead you through the practice a little bit. I'm not going to ask you to read anything that you write down, but viewers at home, if you have a piece of paper and a pen, you can practice right along with me, and if you're somewhere where you can't, rewatch this online. But our prompt here is I ask and need guidance on, so if they can maybe zoom in there for us, that's going to be the prompt that you're going to write down. We're going to do a list style journaling. All of us are excellent list makers, so just think of like a grocery list of what's in your mind. You just write that down. It's important to use the prompt for each thing that you write down because it helps strengthen you knowing that you are taking it out of your backpack, in a sense, laying it down, and that you're asking for guidance, okay? So what I'm going to ask you to do is just kind of take a moment, see if you can hear your monkey mind talking to you, and just see if you can list down a few things on this sheet. And I've actually written out the prompt for you, so you don't have to do that now since we don't have a lot of time. And then I'm just going to give some examples, okay?
Okay, because I was going to say I don't know how to form,
Yes.
I have to form it in a certain way.
Okay, so your prompt is always I ask and need guidance on. So for me, some of the things is I ask and need guidance on expanding my work. How do I grow my work? I ask and need guidance about finding a dress for my friend's wedding. Ladies, you know it can be stressful. I actually wrote that down, and thanks to my twin sister, hi Ashley, she helped me find that dress, and I knew I'd been asking for guidance. I asked any guidance on if I should sell my sofas and rearrange my living room. My tribe knows about this, and it's just like I didn't know what to do in a sense, and so I wrote that down, and I ended up selling my sofas, and I have 2 work tables, and it's just divine. It's really great. I asked any guidance on seeing my best friend Jana in Hawaii and when I should go. So for example, if you've got a really flexible schedule, you may find yourself saying, I want to see my best friend, but I just don't know when to go. How do I look at this big calendar and find that time? I ask any guidance on my diet and my exercise. Maybe you're already going towards things in your life, but they're just feeling kind of plateau. You just need a little bit of a shift. Anything that you're wondering about, that you feel kind of unsure, maybe those things that feel heavy or just like you're kind of confused about, that's what you can write down.
So there's nothing that is like you said, I mean, you even asked for wedding dress shopping.
Yes.
It's not like anything is too small to ask.
It's not too small, it's not too big. It can be as simple as finding a dress, and it can be as complicated as maybe you're needing to make a shift in your work, or maybe you're needing to get kind of, maybe there's something going on in a relationship that you need guidance on, okay? What this does is gonna help create that open space. Remember, you know what it is that you need within you, but when we carry it, when we fill that space, we're blocking, in a sense, that guidance, that clarity that we need. A funny story is my twin sister sends me a text message, and the words are, sis, you're starting to rub off on me. And I look at this screenshot, and she's talking to someone else in regards to something else, and she says, and I'm asking for guidance. And so, as goofy as it sounds, in a sense, it's a way for you to start trusting yourself and trusting your intuition, and not operating from the monkey mind part of us, the one that says, I don't know. It's kind of operating from that inward knowing. And remember, you know what you need. You know you the best.
So when did these then, once you wrote them down, whether it's about your couch or maybe about trips or career changes or whatever it might be, when do you start to kind of then be ready to listen for answers, or where do you look for answers?
The beautiful thing about this practice is that once you are able, if you're willing to write it down, you have done the most important step, and that guidance can come in that moment. That guidance can come the next day, and sometimes I have a separate journal for this at night. I will page back and look, and I'll check some things off, being like, wow, I found that. And when you receive the guidance, you just know you asked, but you don't even remember when you asked, because it just feels so good that you're like, yes, I found it.
I know what I'm doing.
Yes, I practice this practice at night. So if you have this racing monkey mind at night, you find yourself saying, I don't sleep well because I'm constantly thinking about things, you're gonna feel resistance to this practice, but get a journal or some paper, get a pen, you have to put it on your nightstand. If you have it anywhere else in your house, the minute you get in your bed, you are not getting out of your bed, okay? So get that journal there, get that pen, and sit it there, and then when you get into bed, let your mind just start going. So that's when my mind naturally kind of kicks in, and so I ask any guidance on my 4th of July plans. I ask any guidance on setting a new workshop. I ask any guidance on adding a new section on my website where you can grow with me, okay? So it's just kind of whatever is wandering in your mind, and sometimes you'll write the same thing down over and over and over, okay?
Yeah.
So it's an abstract, in a sense, practice, but it's an easy practice, but it can feel complicated. And so again, anything that you are wondering about in your life, maybe you are gonna do a house remodeling project, or maybe you're gonna paint the outside of your house. There's a lot of colors. How do you know what color you should repaint your house? You know, you want blue, but there's like thousands of blues out there. I ask any guidance on my blue for my house type of thing, okay? So nothing is too big or too small.
And so if people want and need more help with their guidance, then that's when they reach out to you. They either take the class or any of your courses that you do.
So there's an online course that's on sale on my website. I do lead workshops on this kind of whole practice, but you can work with me one-on-one or bring a friend and host your own workshop, and I'd be glad to sit down and work with you. I actually kind of browsed over and saw one of your things, and I'm actually helping an individual organize her house. And we sit and we talk about using this practice. I ask any guidance on working with artist Nicole Ray to organize my house. And when we met her kitchen, we were so ready, and now her kitchen is clear, hi Leah, and it just looks great. But we sat down because it brings up all those feels, you know? So this helps you kind of calm those feels. You will find release in your neck and your shoulders, which is very motivating for me to keep doing the practice. And then, you know, it's okay for you not to understand really what it is that you're doing. Just take what you're wondering, write it down, and just for you, see what happens.
Yes, and let's remind people of your website too, real
Yes,
quick.
artofdailypractice.com, artist Nicole Ray on Instagram and Facebook. Have a faith-filled cup of coffee with me, reach out to me, and I look forward to seeing you guys next month.
Yes, I'm going to fill out my guidance, and then hopefully next time when you come back,
Yeah.
we'll have some answers.
Yes.
So we'll be talking more on North Dakota today about summer beers when we come back.